repeat. We got a new thing on Hell's Bells Radio where we'll be featuring our spooky Ouija story of the month. And I thought to kick this thing off that I would share with our listeners one of my experiences. Happened almost 3 decades ago, back when I was involved in some pretty controversial Ouija sessions, participated in hundreds of sessions. And if some of our listeners know that my contribution to the paranormal world is what I call coined the Zozo phenomenon, which is still going on. Getting just tons of emails for several years. I probably have at least one email a day coming in from people who are experiencing this strange entity that comes through on Ouija boards, and we're going to be talking with Robin about some of the dangers. Now, I'm known in the paranormal world, a lot of people say it's just a harmless toy, the Ouija board, and I'm here to tell you that I don't think that it is a harmless toy. I believe that it's a pathway to speaking with spirits, and I have thousands of emails from people that have experienced very strange circumstances with the Ouija board. And this particular is our spooky story of the month. I thought I'd go ahead again and just share one of my experiences. And so, again, I was back in the day, I was the guy that would bring the Ouija board over to your house if you didn't believe in it. And I don't believe that there was one person that I didn't turn into a believer of the spirit world, whether it be by guessing middle names or birthdays or some just very, very strange things happened during these sessions. And, well, my ex-wife and I decided to bring it over to a good friend's house, and his name was Mike, and his wife didn't believe in spirits, and so we started messing with the board, and it was pretty late at night, and we got our kind of a little altar set up, and we had a little our Ouija out, and we asked if there was anything there, and it scooted right to yes, and sure enough, it identified itself as it went to ZO, back and forth several times. It was one of the only spirits that I was able to communicate with through my Ouija sessions. And so here we are, messing with the Ouija board, and you know, she dismissed it. She didn't think it worked. She thought we were scooting it ourselves. Well, it was peculiar. It didn't want to have a conversation. All it would spell was window, and it kept spelling window. And so it's the only thing it would spell that night. And so we were about to wrap things up because we couldn't. Of course, we were looking in the windows, and Mike's wife got up to get us a couple of beers, and she went into the kitchen, and there was a window in the kitchen, and we heard a scream, and we heard glasses break. She had dropped the beers, and they crashed to the floor, and she screamed that somebody was looking inside the window at her. So me and my friend Mike, we bolted out the door, and to our astonishment, there was this really freaky, bald-looking guy. I could only describe this guy as looking like he just came from the set of Hills Have Eyes. Just a very strange, he appeared to be about 7 feet tall, and we immediately began chasing this very strange person down the street. This was in downtown Tulsa, and we didn't know at the time. We chased this guy all the way to this building where there was cops there. We chased him for a couple of blocks, and the guy was incredibly fast. And I can remember the long strides he was taking, this strange bald guy that was staring through the window. You know, the Ouija definitely gave us a warning. You know, it kept spelling window. Sure enough, a freaky-looking guy looking in at the window. We chased him to a building, and it appeared that this was a mental establishment for people with mental disabilities. And the cops were already there, and he got inside the building, and I run up to one of the cops, and I was out of breath. And I had told him that he was, you know, peeking in through the window at us, and so the cop kind of thought that was funny for some reason. He went in there and talked to this gentleman. Sure enough, he had escaped from that mental ward, and the cop came back outside, and he said, well, not much we can do about this, and you know, the guy's definitely a mental case. And well, the cop had asked him what he was doing, why was he peeking in our window, and I'll never forget, I got chills when the cop told me that. He said, well, the devil made him do it. And so that was a very strange ordeal. That would be our spooky Ouija story of the month. And so